Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, of course, welcome on back to a brand new episode of Blitzvillage for, of course, the Blitzwinger YouTube channel. I hope you guys have been a fantastic day. I know it's been a couple weeks since the last episode. Honestly, I was just super duper swarmed with the other games that I was covering. Now that a lot of that has kind of slowed down, at least somewhat, we are back in the game, literally and figuratively. You'll notice that there's quite a big structure that wasn't here last time. We'll get to that in a moment. But first of all, of course, as always, I'm going to feature you lovely folks. Of course, if you would like to be featured on an upcoming episode of Blitzvillage, all you have to do is tweet your images at me and saying something along the lines like, hey, this is a picture I'd like for you to feature on Blitzvillage. This is a design that I built of a helicopter, or like today we have a Teen Titans tower, whatever it is that you've built, send it over, and then of course let me know if you want to be featured. So with that in mind, for this week we have Martha Robeldo, and he or she sends in an Minecraft cake, which I love, so thank you so very much for that. The cake is not a lie in this scenario. It certainly is true, and it looks quite delicious, so thank you so very much for that. Then we have Axer. It's like AKS, so it's like ask, but a little bit twisted up. So Axer, YT, I guess, like YouTube maybe, I'm guessing. And he or she sends in a Blitzbot design, and I love the three-dimensional feel to this one. Like, I love that you can see the under armor and then the over armor, like the plates on the armor. That looks really cool. I think that was very, very, very well done, and I absolutely love what you managed to pull off there. So thank you so very much for that. I don't know why I said it's so weird. Nonetheless, our third and final submission of the day is Batboy1006, and he or she sends in a Teen Titans tower, which looks really neat. Definitely very shiny, and that's the kind of tower that you're never going to lose because it is quite bright, so it'd be very difficult to not spot it. Thank you so very much for all that. I apologize for stuttering a little bit and stumbling my way through some of those. It's been a while since I've done Blitzvillage, so hopefully we'll get back into the swing of things in no time. So, in between episodes, I wasn't lazy. I still did work on Blitzvillage, and essentially I've set up this extra additional ginormous area, and this is going to be an area for a new minigame that I want to work out. And it's nothing too extravagant. It's kind of just a different take on, I don't know, maybe just regular PvP. That's what I would probably say. So essentially, the way that it's going to work is that we are today going to assemble the second side of this particular battlefield, and then this will act as the actual center battlefield. And the way that it will work is that you and your teammate will each enter on one of the sides. So there it is. It's locked in. You walk on through, and then you work your way through rooms 1, 2. Whoops. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Rooms 1, 2. Did I type it up here? Room 2. But yeah, you work your way through. Oh man, I misspelled that. I need to fix it. It's gonna bother me if I don't. Room 2. So essentially, you work your way through rooms 1, 2, and 3 all the way over here. And what I mean by work your way through them, what you do is that while your teammate is on the opposite side, you have these 3 letters right here with each an item frame within them, A, B, and C. So essentially, what you would do is you would grab in room A the 3 swords that are here. So you have kind of 3 different ranks of swords in terms of how good the items can be. And then it's up to you to position them whatever way you see fit. So like if I like to put the iron sword there, I'd put it there. Then I'd say, okay, diamond sword goes there, and then the stone sword goes there. And I could obviously mix and match them whatever way I want. And then the person on the other side, who is doing the same thing for you, would name a letter. So they would say, okay, I'm choosing letter B. So then you tell them, okay, well, you got an iron sword. So they have to pick up an iron sword as the item that they utilize for this battle. They then work their way over to room number 2, where they will decide what kind of chest plate they will be rewarded with. And of course, you are doing that at the same time too. So you're going to guess like, okay, I'm guessing C or D or B or whatever it is. And then you're rewarded with a certain item. Then last but certainly not least, you both grab a diamond helmet and a diamond pair of boots. And you make your way out into the battlefield where you battle it out with 3 lives per person. I just think it's a cool idea because, again, it means that sometimes you can kind of make up for, like, if let's say you're not as great as your the person you're playing against in PvP or something like that, but they end up getting a stone sword, they end up getting, let's say, chain leggings, and they end up getting a chain chest plate while you get everything diamond, your chances of winning have suddenly gone way up. So therefore, it kind of evens out the odds in that regard. Now, of course, it could also work in reverse and make it even worse, but I think that it just adds this kind of fun little component to the whole thing that I think and hope will be enjoyable. So that's essentially the entire game mode. It was something that I just thought of real quick. I was messing around last week and I was like, what do I want to build out, or what do I want to work on? And I was like, that could be a fun thing, you know, kind of set up a quick little PvP arena, and then over time, I want to maybe like expand the actual battlefield to maybe have like little areas that have lava in them. So like if you fall into that, you're in big trouble, you know? I just think that could be a really, really cool and fun component as well. So, nonetheless, let us begin with our assembly work. It's not going to be exactly the same build as the one on the opposite side, just for the sake of, obviously, it's impossible to do it because on this side we have way more room that we're working with. Like if you look at it, we walk in here and then you have all this room. We can't match it up on this side just because we don't have as much room on this, on the left-hand side. So we have to improvise a little bit. But what I do want to make sure that I keep and maintain is the length of the item. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it should be 9 blocks in terms of length, because I want to make sure that the rest of the battlefield is equal in length. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and count that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is where the battlefield will be, so to speak, beginning. So that's where we will be. Now over here, this is where we're going to need to put together that little switch thing. I don't even know why I decided to put the switch thing. I just thought it'd be fun. And I guess, I don't know. I still do think so. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. We're going to build this out. Then I did put cobble, I believe, over there. And then we are going to need... Oh, we have the levers already here. There we go. So that's the closed form. Okay, there we go. So that's good. So I guess, yeah, it would have to be like this regular... Well... Actually, that doesn't work out for us, does it? Because the issue is that we need to have these things actually on this side and not the side that I had them on. So we would need to position them outwards like so. Then cover them up, of course, so you can actually see them. And then you have your lever. Uh-oh, that does not work very well. Wait. But we need to make our way through it. That's what we need to do, essentially. So the issue is... Oh, wait. Maybe... No. Okay, that wouldn't work either. I'm trying to figure out how to make it so that we would walk up, right? Let's see. If we have it in... Oh, wait. What if I did this, though? What would happen then? I'm just interested to see. Whoops. And then, there we go. All right, so that's what I needed. I needed to make that work the way that it currently is operational. Whoops, that's too far, though. So, let's see. How could I make this work? Maybe, I guess our best option would be to just extend this a wee little bit further out. Put that there. That grabs that. Okay, so let's say that is going to be the locked state. That's going to be the open state. But you can't walk in, so that can't work. So now we're back to square one, aren't we? All right, I think that I have to go back to having the blocks, unfortunately, on this side, because I just don't see what other way we could make that function in a reasonable manner. So let's see. If I put this out, and then we cover this up as well. Then we put a lever. That's too far. So that can't work. Let's see. What if I put that there? Okay, so essentially I just need to figure out how to get the lever to be operational. There, I mean, that works, but the problem is, how do I have it displayed over there? I don't even remember. I made it work over here for some odd reason, and then it's not working at all on the opposite end. I guess it's just because there's not enough room for it. So, I'm just trying to decide what do I want to do. Do I want to make this maybe an extra block in? So kind of like, let's say, if we put it here, then we put the sticky pistons right there. Then I just layer all this on, like so. You have your lever right there. You walk up. Okay, so that'll be the closed state. Then you push the lever. That'll be the open state. And that works. It's not the greatest, that's for sure, but it works, which is all that matters at this point, is that we got it to function properly. So let's see. Once it opens, you walk in. So then I'd like to probably gate all this off, just so that it's locked off. This should be 3 blocks high, because that's what we're going to end up making it. So let's just cover all that up. I'm making it obsidian so that it's kind of like, you know, you can't break through it, so to speak. So we're going to go ahead and cover all this up. Then layer this out. And that goes all the way to the edge, right? And now it's going to be about figuring out where to put the 3 rooms. Plus, we need to have the little corridor that leads still all the way outside. So obviously, both things are probably going to be a little bit time consuming, but I hope that for today we'll be able to finish that off so that hopefully maybe in an episode or 2 I'll be able to have somebody join me on this and test out the minigame itself, because I think that could be kind of super uber fun to try it out. Maybe even next episode. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see, because I need to obviously like save the files and all that kind of stuff. Doesn't matter. All that stuff is kind of like boring details, so I guess I shouldn't really be focusing on them. All right, so let's see. We need to make sure that there isn't a way to just walk in here or waltz your way in here. So I think this could work just fine. There we go. So you walk up and you're like, okay, I'm going in. And then you walk into battle. Now, of course, you could walk right out, which is a problem, but I don't know. I just wanted to do the lever thing, and I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with the lever idea. Okay, so this is where our doors should be. So let's grab some iron doors, and also, I believe I just used regular stone pressure plates. I'm pretty sure for that stuff, but I'm not 100% certain. I also do believe that I made the inside of that base fully out of obsidian, if I recall correctly, and I did recall correctly. Whoops. Okay, that's a problem. I messed up here. So let's see. We had a torch probably up here, so let's put that back in place and then make our way over to our previous structure. All right, so as soon as that thing opens, I think that's where the obsidian should begin. And we are just going to layer this out. Yes, I know that there is some space down there. I did that on purpose because, again, as I said, in the future we might build out like lava or something like that in there. So I think that could be a pretty good idea. Let's just change the weather because the rain is getting a little bit old. Not a little bit. It's getting a lot old. So let's get the weather cleared. That'd be nice. Yay! The weather has passed, or the poor weather has passed, I guess I should have said. All right, so we're going to put one door in, and let's test out the pressure plates. Perfect. And then we had a 2 set of doors on the opposite side, so I do want to kind of match that. The only issue is, of course, the structure of everything is then a little bit different, and the shape of everything is a little bit different, so got to keep that in mind. Okay. I guess, by the way, I just thought of something. What we could do, I wonder if it actually works, just a sec. Instead of using that, is grabbing a button, and then... Okay, wait, I guess what I should have done first is... Ah, okay, so it's just gonna open up. Well, that's the issue then. You can't use a button on that, unless if you put redstone down and stuff like that, so... That will take way more time to build out. So in the future, I'd probably like to adjust that, just so that, you know, it's kind of one of those things that you walk in and it's like, okay, that's it. There's no going back. You got to go into battle now. You know, you can't back out. You got to do this, my friend. Once you pull that lever, it is on like Donkey Kong. In this case, it really isn't, because you could just stroll your way out of there. So you're not in any particular need to carry on with your decision. So we're going to fix that after and add some sort of depth to that. So let's see. I'm trying to already, like, as I'm building this out, like, I know I'm doing this somewhat of a stale thing here, but obviously it's also necessary in terms of building this out properly. But I'm also starting to think, like, okay, where do I want things to be? You know, we need 3 rooms, and we need this little hallway to be built out as well. So that's obviously something that needs to be present to match the other side. So let's see. I think I had it just like that, and then 2 additional pressure plates. Okay, so this is going to be Battleground. There we go. And we're going to put enter at your own risk. Haha. There we go. So you walk your way in, boom, boom, and you are on the battleground. And I think that looks really, really cool. So we have that done, and that's operational. Now, we need our room structures to be present. So I think that what we can do is, right as you walk in, this could be room number 1 right away, right there. So let's see. I'm going to need the item frames for this. So let's go down to decorations, item frame. We're going to grab that, and we are going to just position this like so. Then we are going to write A. We're going to write B, and we are going to write C. Perfect. So that's, of course, the opposite end of the order, where you would decide what items go where, and then your teammate kind of guesses what they get. And I think that is going to be room A right there. So you, as soon as you walk in, boom, you got yourself a room right off the bat. We're going to need a chest as well for this. So let's just put that, actually, let's put it right there. And room 1. There we go. Okay, so you walk in, and there's room 1 right away. Boom, you walk in here. That's where you would grab the order of weapons that the enemy would get. And that's the thing that I like about it too, is that you're almost kind of deciding your foe's future as well, because like you think to yourself, okay, he's probably going to go for A, or he's going to go for B, or he's going to, like, you kind of try to do a little bit of a guessing game with it. And I think that that just adds a cool component to the whole thing. So then we are going to go ahead and, why is this not working? There we go. We have the obsidian. Probably put room B right here. Right? I think that could work right off the bat. So this will be the second room. Room number 2. The reason why I'm not calling it room B actually is because I think it's going to be too confusing if you have room B and then also letters in here to indicate what it is just a little bit confusing in my mind. So I think that it'll be simpler if we kept it, the rooms are numeric, whereas the items are alphabetized. I think that's just an easier method of explanation, so to speak. All right, so over here, we're going to put the armor, the 3 types of armor that you can get, and that as well. So those go in the chests. There you go. So we're done with that. Then we go ahead and build out the 3rd room. We also need to have the boots and helmet. So it'll be grab 1. Whoops. No. Go back. Can I not go back to edit the previous line? Okay, I didn't know that. Grab 1 helmet. And then grab 1 pair of boots. There we go. Okie dokies. And then I guess this is going to be the final room Room number 3, the largest of the bunch. For some odd reason, it's going to be the biggest. I don't know why, but it will be. I guess maybe it's, well, it's not really the most important one because it's going to have leggings. Chestplate is really the most important one. So let's see. We could make it fancier over here. We could go A, B, C, just to make it different than the other ones, right? Give it a little bit of a different flavor, a little bit of a different feel. There we go. And then we shall put the item right there. So then we grab 3 pairs of, which one am I missing? Chain. Leggings. These should be in a different order. And this will be room 3. I didn't number the other one, did I? I forgot about that. So we're going to do that in just a moment. I really think this is going to be a fun thing. Like, it's going to be hilarious to see what kind of rooms you predict and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to getting some friends in this game mode and trying it out and seeing, of course, how successful we will be with it. Again, it could turn out not to be any different than a regular PvP battle, but it could also turn out to be very different and a lot more fun and a lot more engaging in that regard. So I don't like putting the signs up there because then I can't cover this whole thing up. So we're going to put the sign up, but not quite yet. We're just going to finish this out first. And let's drop in here. And there we go. All right, so let's put the tagline on room 2. Then room 3 is there. We're going to type in battle. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. Battleground. And then enter at your own risk. There you go. Oh, whoops. There we go. All right, so I think that works pretty well. And we have everything layered out. We just need to put a bunch of helmets in there. And then a bunch of pairs of boots as well. So that's something that we're just going to quickly do here. And of course, I could always resupply the chest plates and everything else that we utilize. It's just the boots and everything. Everyone is always going to have the same ones. So might as well like a few spares in there at all times, you know. All right, so let's grab that and then just leave all that in there. Here we go. Okay, there. So I think that is done. Ideally, over time, what I'd like to do is build out like a dome also over top this area because I think that could be really cool. But that's essentially it. So the 2 battle states are now ready and we will be ready to compete. So if you guys have a name for this particular minigame, let me know in the comment section below. I thought maybe call it Guess PvP or Lucky PvP or something like that, you know, because part of it is what kind of stuff are you going to guess? Like, if you guess correctly and you get all diamond stuff or you get pretty good items, it's very, very, very good. Now, of course, the other thing that I thought of maybe to, you know, make it that much more extreme is that you essentially are allowed in one of them to keep it blank. So, for example, you say, okay, I'm going to use my blank on the chest plates, right? And I'm allowed to put in 2 items. So it'll be like, I'll put in a diamond sword and an iron sword, but then one of them is blank. And if you pick the blank, you get nothing. You just got to use your fist. Or you get, like, let's say the, I don't know, the wooden sword or something like that, you know, just to add more of a risk kind of reward management system to the whole thing. Let me know if you guys like that idea or not in the comments section below. On top of that, of course, I hope you guys enjoyed the return episode of Blitzvillage. I certainly had a ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to diving right back into some more Blitzvillage next time. Hopefully, I will have a friend joining me so we could try this whole thing out and see how it turns out. Hopefully, it won't be too much of a mess, but it certainly will be a little bit because that's always fun. And nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, of course, as always, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to leave a like. I'll catch you lovely folks next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.